talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's looking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And we get to see Paul George tonight. Tremendous all-around player. But Shaq, if you were in George's shoes, what's the one area you might try to improve on?
I think he can get to the line more often because he's a great free throw shooter, and you want to make the most of that, Ernie.
You know what? He's a great playmaker, and he was exceptional before he got to Oklahoma City and before he got injured. So now he's going to just continue that. He's learning to reinvent himself in a different way.
It's time to tip this game off.
Let's tip it off.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan, and let's tip it off.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to Sacramento.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, D.A., absolutely. Thanks. This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Web. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
Nice clean game, huh?
And so off the tip, it's Boston. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Irving in at the 1. Now here's Hayward. Second chance shot. Horford, no luck. Hayward against George. And George with the stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Here's Hayward. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
And Westbrook, here we go, makes it off the glass.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Irving kicks to Horford. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Tatum passes to Irving.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Westbrook drives in. Count it. Good. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Tatum. And a missed layup.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And with the Celtics movement on offense last year, Chris, it was a surprise that they finished in the bottom 10 in field goal shooting.
Well, they lost a couple premier shot makers along the way. And, you know, there's movement with the purpose. Sometimes that's where the Celtics, they were lacking.
Now, here's Patterson. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Count it. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Horford kicks to Tatum. They set the pick. Back to Horford. Off the pick. And the layup is up and in.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
And stolen by Tatum. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Floats one up, and there's the nice layup by Irving.
Amazing confidence from Irving. He's so skilled at getting inside and getting the shot he wants.
The Thunder leading by 5. Westbrook drives in. The shot from the low post is good. Westbrook's got 9 points.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Irving passes to Horford. From downtown, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
Here's Irving. He has 5. He kicks it to Horford, to the middle. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And he makes the first.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Brown drops them both. And, Chris, it's early, of course, but a few veteran players seeing dips in their individual production. And there has been some talk. There has been some concern about that.
Yeah, but even for veterans, it could take a while to get into a groove. It's the beginning of the season. You still have to find your way, new teammates, new concepts. And if a player's role on the team has changed, that can affect his production. I mean, look at a guy like Melo last year, going to a different situation. Do you sacrifice by shooting less? Do you sacrifice by shooting more? Because some guys are out of position, out of sorts, and out of their comfortable areas or their comfortable norms of playing. And so, yeah, it takes a lot, whether you're a rookie or a veteran. It really doesn't matter. This game can throw monkey wrenches at you in all type of areas, and it's how you adjust. So it's not about the start. It's how you identify what you need to do to get better, and then do it, and then see how that adjustment is working.
Yeah, Anthony's a good example. You're right. Hayward, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hayward's got 6 points. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook kicks to George. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 8 points for Paul George.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And that one, good. 13 points in the game.
He can't miss.
Celtics trail by 3. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's George. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Horford the pass to Irving. Out to Hayward. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Thunder leading by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Outside Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. Tatum's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's George. George missing again. Celtics trail by 5. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
And the first one drops. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in. And 12 points for Paul George.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. Boston again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And George gets it to go. George has got 14 points for the game.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'll keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Irving with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 13 points in the game.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
The shot by George, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Irving dishes to Hayward. Baseline J on the way. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Drops in the layup for 2. And it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Brown kicks to Irving. Down low. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Westbrook double team. Shoots over Brown, and it's Westbrook missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And it's Brown missing. The Thunder leading by 6. Now here's Westbrook. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 15 points.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, Greg, but what I do know is that we're looking at a possible finals matchup. These are 2 of the league's most dangerous teams, there's no doubt.
Wanting cream, needed double stuff. That along with the knowledge got my conscience rising up. The frequency way higher than when I was. But if they ain't riding, I'ma leave them stuck. Cause most of them like body. Joe's trying to get a buck. I'm a pro, so they duck and say I'm low cold. Meanwhile, rappers say the same thing like Coco. I don't see a threat. I don't stress over bozos. I bounce back with best, and that's no pogo. I did it all solo with the mind of a mogo. And try to throw a low blow. No, I got my guard higher like I got God higher. The star is getting brighter. Hanging in like a fighter. I gotta be lighter. So if Bob and weave, end them with good night. Lost in my mind and I'm drifting.
Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Now Alex Abrinas comes in for Russell Westbrook. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Rozier in for Irving. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the miss by Marcus Morris. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Oklahoma City.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Horford is a big, athletic player who is so skilled inside. I mean, he uses his long arms incredibly well for jams like that one.
Now, here's Schroeder. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. And so here is Oklahoma City. They're leading by 8 and stolen by Horford.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Here's Adams. Another shot. And it's finished off by Grant as he lays it in. Grant's got his first points in this one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Morris throws it down.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Abrinas using his post moves to get the 2 points. Abrinas has got his first 2 points of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Smart wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Rozier. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Grant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Smart passes to Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Now look, when you watch Marcus Morris, I mean, he's been around the league. He understands how to play the game. Sometimes you just need to be put in the right system. It's just timing. That happened for him last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Morris. And when you give Morris some freedom on the offensive end, he can carry you through long stretches.
Kevin, he's a terrific shooter. I mean, from standstill, off the dribble, back to the basket, it really doesn't matter with him. The other thing he gives you, tremendous toughness. He likes to mix it up. He won't back down from a challenge, I'll tell you that.
And Morris drops them both.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Schroeder, that's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
And see, well, what a force Terry Rozier has become. Finally got that chance to play last year and made the most of it.
Oh, well, look, we all knew he had the athleticism, but what we didn't know is how he reacted to a ton of minutes being played. And obviously, he stepped up. Players respect him. He's a guy you want on your side.
That one is off.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
He hits the second from the line. The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Schroeder's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Schroeder comes with the double team. Passes it to Rozier, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous leaping ability.
Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Rozier kicks to Morris. Outside, Smart. That's tipped. It's stolen by Schroeder. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good. He's got 12.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Marcus Morris. Rozier's out there with Smart. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Horford in at the 4 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Morris into the lane. He gets it in there. Morris has got 6 points.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Abrinas' shot is off. Celtics trail by 11. And the call will be against Alex Abrinas. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Grant against Rozier. There's the pass to Horford. Over Felton. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
How about Horford? They're showing the jump shot. More of a set shot, really, but at his size, he can get it off. You know, and last year, the Celtics became real. Even in defeat to a superior team. I mean, they found a winning formula and accelerated their timeline.
Rozier, the pass to Horford. A putback, and it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 6 in the quarter.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass, given his size.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Celtics trail by 11. Rozier kicks to Horford. Pass to Morris. Unloads from 13. Off the left rim and out. And with the Celtics' advancement to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know, Chris, it's amazing. They were actually the Game 7 favorites against a LeBron-led squad.
Well, yeah, the Celtics had existed in theory more than in reality. I mean, so young and inexperienced, but not by the end of the season. I mean, what a juggernaut they could become.
Can't hit from 12.
Not easy to miss a clean-looking side like that, but he manages to do it.
Here's Grant. And Baines pulls it down.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
Right side, Smart. Shot from the wing. No good on the shot. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Basket counts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum, he's checked in for Al Horford. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
We know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Shooting one.
On the free throw, no good. See, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing that.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Yeah, talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. Jaylen Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. And he ends up missing both free throws. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Oklahoma City leading by 22. Here's Patterson, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 3 assists now in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum, no good, unable to end this run.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
Here's Ferguson. Again, Oklahoma City.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
To the paint. Brown, good.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You like to get him the ball inside.
And stolen by Hayward. Outside Irving, lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Irving's got 18 points.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Here's Felton. Grant the pass to Patterson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Tatum's shot is off.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Grant. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Grant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
A nice shot by Tatum.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Here's Ferguson, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 5 assists tonight.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Brown wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer off the mark. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Celtics shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Back to Irving. Here's the screen. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Irving. 12 points for Gordon Hayward.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
For the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Paul George comes in for Grant, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Terrence Ferguson. A floater. Felton can't get it to go. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Orlando. Tatum. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Westbrook with the steal. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Brown missing. And here are the Thunder now. Patterson with it. Picked up by Brown. Over Tatum. Westbrook can't get it to go. Boston shooting 41% from the field here in the second. Down low. Pulls up. Brown. Good. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Pass to Baines. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
But you see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
And Adams with the slam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Adams has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Passes to Baines. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Patterson. Here's George. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by the Celtics. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. There's the pick. Here's Irving, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Irving's got 20.
Lighting up the scoreboard all night. I mean, Irving's showing the versatility and his persistence.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 20 points for Paul George.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Irving against Felton. Irving passes to Brown. For 3, Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not a go-to shot when Hayward first came into the league. Now he's very comfortable pulling the trigger from there.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
The first one falls.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Raymond Felton. Then for the Celtics, Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Brown. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Greg, Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that one drops for him.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from George.
Oh, well, finally he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Smart kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Patterson. Hayward can't hit. And stolen by Horford. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. Hayward against George. From the baseline. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone. And there's the pass to Horford. There's a good screen. In the corner, it's Hayward. His three-pointer's off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good, George. George has got 29 in the game.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here is Rozier. He's got 5.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
And George, here we go.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Boston shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Feeds it to Morris. Here's Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
On the wing, Morris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's Schroeder with the drive. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
When Paul George plays with high energy, he goes to a level others can't reach. He defends 4 and 5 positions. On the other end, it's effortless for him to create good looks. One of the most intriguing players to watch when he's on his game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
So important to have someone out there creating second chance opportunities. He took care of those duties in the first half.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Thunder 5 right now. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's George in at the 3 slot. The screen from Brown. Irving can't hit.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? Nah.
Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Irving, the open look. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 36.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Tatum. He has 6. Here's Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on. Tremendous court sense. Vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality who just wants to win.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And in the 2016-17 season, Kyrie hit better than 90% of his free throws. That is a...
Oh! Come on, did you see that? Did you see that?
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. To the paint, here's Hayward. Tries yet again. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hayward's got 21.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind him. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Adams, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Horford with the screen on Patterson. Patterson bringing the double. Here's Horford. That one wide left.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Banked in off the glass. George has got 40 points.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Picked by Horford. Irving double team. Inside, here's Hayward. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Horford. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Makes it off the glass. George has got 42 in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Irving from long range. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Westbrook uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got 27 points.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's foul number 2 for him. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. C-Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years these players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places, they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws. Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first, now he's got 1 in the second.
And the dunk by Grant.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
To the inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
And you think about the potential of Tatum. I mean, once he has strength, particularly in the lower half, he's going to be a load inside.
To the middle. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Goes up the baseline. Here's Westbrook, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Westbrook's got 29.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Irving kicks to Horford. Over Noel. Hayward, great positioning on the putback.
Big-time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
And the Thunder with the possession here. And George, here we go.
And here's a look at some numbers for Horford. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
And the first one at the line is good. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for Boston. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Brown. And so he hits both. Celtics shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. The shot's good. Smart's got 5 points so far.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Good, he hits again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Irving kicks to Morris. Here's Smart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Smart's got his third basket of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Baines is checked in. Here's Irving. He's got 25. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Smart. He can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. A baseline J. And good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Rozier kicks to Irving. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Irving. 9 points for Marcus Smart.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Look at this. I like this team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Pass to Rozier. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. That one goes in. Abrinas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Pass to Rozier. And again, Boston with the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters, though.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Baines passes to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Irving's shot is good.
And once he started feeling it, Irving just decided to make it his night. And he's done that in a big way.
See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
Left side, Irving. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Abrinas. Rozier defending. Rozier with the steal. And a deep 3 from Irving. And the 3 off target.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Here's Abrinas. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Abrinas has got 10 points.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
Shoots from 14, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's 31 points for Kyrie Irving. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Boston.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Rozier. 10 points for him. That's tipped.
2 minutes left.
Out in his own on the break. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 12 in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Schroeder against Irving. Over in the corner, Rozier. The tray. Abrinas with a rebound. And here are the Thunder now. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Horford.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Rozier's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Takes a three. Adams' shot is off. Boston shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Inside, Baines, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Inside, it's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Celtics ball.
And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Nader's checked in.
Your Thunder.
Goes up off the inbound. And it's finished off inside by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
It's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
A nice shot by Irving.
You better respect the floating jumper of Irving. He's remarkable at timing and measuring up these type of difficult shots.
Puts up a three. Oklahoma City gets it back.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Oklahoma City. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer, has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Marcus Smart. Ogilvy is out there with Williams. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Ogilvy kicks to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tice has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Smart. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that.
Gentlemen,
but I don't
shots.
like the fact that
Move
maybe
shots.
if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the all-star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Rozier with the ball. Smart up top. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Smart. And Greg with Smart, when he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in a season. He beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt? Most consecutive triple doubles at 9. That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12, but sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one broken. So
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which ones are going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Here's the screen. Rozier kicks to Williams. Here's Smart. Williams trying to break free. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Williams. And that's 12 points for Marcus Smart. Baseline jumper. Again, Oklahoma City. Here's Smart. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, the assist by Smart. And I think his playmaking is coming along.
Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Patterson. And good that time. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. There's the screen. Down low to the middle. Here's Tice, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now Smart. Ogilvy passes to Rozier. Here's Ogilvy. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. I'm going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes now.
Patterson can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Inside. Jaylen Brown's check in for Smart.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul. Checking in for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Thunder ball.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Web is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain, even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun. Both good from the line that time. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Brown outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Nader's shot's good.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
The Celtics shooting well, 50% from the floor. Rozier kicks to Ogilvy. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. And it's Rozier missing.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Here's Luwawu. Rebound, Boston. Passes it to Rozier. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Here is Felton. Here's Diallo. Shoots over Brown. The rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's the triple. No good that time. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Patterson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Patterson's got 6 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. There's the screen. Brown kicks to Tice. Down low. Here's Ojale. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Thunder have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're a James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Rozier the pass to Ojale. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball. No pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Alex Abrinas has checked in for Luavu. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rozier kicks to Brown. The pass to Tice. Over in the corner, Rozier. The three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Knocks it loose. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Yabusele powered down with both hands.
I mean, that's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. I mean, he's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
No good from Grant. And for the Celtics, they're shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Brown. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nader, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C. Webb, as someone who's been up for some of these, do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Nader's shot's good.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Boston shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. It's Brown on the wing. And here's Tatum for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. drills the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 11 in the second half.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Doubled by Felton. Rozier the pass to Yabusele. Down low. And finished off by Brown.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Abrinas' shot is off. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The feed to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Abrinas has got 5 points now this quarter. Brown outside. Shoots over Grant. That doesn't go either for Brown. Here's Abrinas over Rozier. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Abrinas. It's hauled in by Brown. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And I really like how fast Tatum gets off the ground. At 6'8", dunking comes easily, but he's got that forceful mind to pursue the ball.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
But the big thing was, if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Irving against Felton. They set the pick. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Timeout called.
They're up by 39. 58 seconds left in the fourth.
Sean Price and Dilla, my mic is thriller. My blows is trapping souls like Bryce and Tiller. The crib left in the awnings, and that's the very thing that gets me out of the bed in the morning. I got the bread in the corner, got my career in the summer. I got no fear, just honor. I bled and lived through trauma. First the fat boys break up, then Bow Wow retires, and now y'all disrespecting the king. I come through there with claiming they doing dirt and get to just disinfecting the scene. I'm what you call the epitomizer of getting dark. I would spit a geyser that'll get his guys on the charts to fit a liger of bars. I'm feeling like the Don on a permanent throne, like the Quran. You can get it's smelling like a megaphone in the creek going into it.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Abrinas, guarded by Smart. Abrinas' shot is off. Celtic shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Irving.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
To the inside, and stolen by Noel. Here's Nader. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Celtics substitution. Aaron Baines.
Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And yes, it's good.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
Here's Nader, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Smart on the wing. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Oh, he's getting after it offensively. Smart, putting up some points.
Here's Patterson, and the baseline jumper, no good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.